Good morning, good morning. Hopefully people are here and hanging out. Hey, Kaylin. Um, I need to plug in my phone and get water for the paintbrushes. Hey, Furwick. I'm trying to make some space. Because I've been slowly cleaning up the office, but I still keep managing to make a mess and get stuff in the way. Probably going to turn the music off once I actually sit down. See if there's enough daylight to not need to turn on this light. Also, since my last print job shook the table really bad, the camera's all out of position and I don't like it. Alright, let me move this cup. Alright, a cup of water and then I think we're good. Move this damn Phoenix because it's in the way. What's the fire emote for? There's no fire happening. Not sure why you're using that emote. There's not a disaster happening here, so I'm not sure why you're using that. Make sure I don't put the coffee and the paint water, or I can accidentally dip one or the other. Turn this. There we go. Oh, I had to change that sub goal because it's now a new year. And you have to, you have to go in and do a brand new one. How are you, Furwick? Streaming tools, viewer rewards, content. I also hate where properties, widgets. Sorry, I hate the fact they just don't let you change it on the fly. You have to go in and redo the whole thing. Hey, Maple. They were kind of cheap off Amazon. I can find the link while I'm sitting at my desk. Barwick, do you remember where the um oh, here it is, manage goals. Yeah, you have to end the goal and make a new one. Um Oh my god, why is this changing this for me? Wow, they just literally said based on your low ass channel size, this is what we recommend. Thanks, Twitch, for making me feel like I can do it. Hey, Rex. Okay, so it updated, but I had to change it entirely in the back end. I wish he'd let you change things on the fly. Yeah, like based on your channel size, we recommend this sub goal. Wow, thanks. Hi, Kelly. Good morning. Are you back home? Or are you up because you have to go to work or you're at work? Because if you're not at work, you're more than welcome to join me in mod chat. Um, if you want, I will open up. I will be in the mod voice chat. I'll open that up if you want to join on voice at any time. Let me go in there and join it. And then tell it that I'm actually there. Make sure it also knows my voice. There we go. I wasn't sure if you were back home or had to work today. Okay, well, I'm in the mod chat channel. Furwick, you're welcome to join as well if you'd like, since we've not talked to you in forever. Um, I will move and go over and paint in a minute. I'm just making sure nothing else needs to be changed. Yeah. Happy New Year, Rex. Happy New Year, y'all. No, I don't want. No. Sorry. Not only is Twitch pressuring me to run ads, now Facebook Messenger is like, you could reach customers with ads. And I'm like, no. Um, all right, morning. It is now on one of the buttons. It's not easy to find. I just spent 5 minutes looking for it, and there's a shortcut. One of the big buttons on the right, at least that's how mine is laid out. Because I had an end of year sub goal, and It was like lull. Some mods, I threw a note in mod chat as well. I think I'm good to sit down. Hey, Gorn, sir. What Kunari? There's no Kunari. I'm not sure what Kunari you're saying. Oh, you're making a Kunari. Okay, because I was like, I don't have a Kunari. Yeah, there's no Kunari on this desk. I don't know what y'all are talking about. But also, you can see the disaster that is my work area, so let me go fix that. Yeah, I have no idea why you all are talking about Kunari. Let me try and fix this because you should not see that much of the work area. It should be pointed more down. Well, work area I say as if. Oh, okay. So the question had nothing to do with what I'm actually doing on the stream. Got it. I've got to move this because I'm going to kick it and break it. All right. And I forgot lotion. Good job, me. God damn it. Sorry. I'm also having clearly a day, and it's only, what, 7-ish? I don't know why, but the Herman Miller chair gets caught on everything. Yeah, it's a day. I've got to go out later. Did not sleep well as usual. And, now apparently I'm going to trip over everything. God damn it! Oh my god, this Witch Queen booklet. No body aches and pains, I just... Anxiety does not let you sleep. You mean at 4:20 a.m.? Alright, that was on my wish list. I'm gonna move it over there, because my hands are now oily, and I will drop everything. Okay. What does not, Kelly? Oh, did you not sleep well while you were visiting your friend? Hey, Miss Face, thank you for 16 months. Alright, let me make some space because clearly I decided to dump everything on my desk. It was that time o'clock. You little dragon buddy, stay right there. These little fellas. There's some kind of scarabs. I need to look at the box again or pull up the picture. You and your fucking hand that won't stay on. Oh, boo. All right. Okay. That is in the way. I'm trying to make room so I can show what I got, but also have room for all the paints. Because as you can see, I got a new paint rack. Because I outgrew the one Matt sent me. Hi, Mister. Happy New Year from Brazil to Brazil. Stuff everywhere. Yeah. Alright, so I got 2 gifts over the holiday break. Some Chaos Space Marines cultists. Springleaf sent me those along with some towels. So they showed up. I don't know how hard they are to assemble, so they're not getting open today. Have you considered a corner one, Rube? Good luck and go with God, because these things are a lot. And then Panda, what Panda sent me that literally shipped before Christmas, finally showed up yesterday. While she was here, and FedEx, or not FedEx, uh, oh, you came from Amadir. I miss Amadir. I've not seen them in a while. Okay, so I'm gonna say this now. Just talking about Warhammer does not mean I want anyone's opinion on what they think is best. I'm already a little stressed out because people will not let me just even talk about this in peace online. Sorry, I thought there was something on the camera. But I'm glad you think so, but I'm not trying to get into opinions of what's best. I don't know enough about these to have an opinion on any one faction. Hey, Dimples. What? But you also didn't ask for an opinion. You just mentioned you might have some sororitas around. Oh, yeah, I thought something was on the camera. I mistook the light on the camera for smudge. Hey, Dimples, how the hell are you? Because I'm already kind of over talking about Destiny Online. All I mentioned was I had gotten to play Destiny again, and someone decided to tell me about their campaign to get an exotic, and I was like, cool. Cool story. Oh, these all fell out of the packaging in transit. Nice. No, that was me, Kelly. That was me. So Panda sent me this beginning Warhammer kit with, I'm guessing, all the basics. Some of these colors I absolutely do not have, so I'm very glad to get it. So it sounds like there's a bit of each, like a base, a layer, and a contrast in here. This, I don't know why this took forever to get here. It took 2 weeks. But yeah, all I mentioned was I've gotten a chance to get into Destiny because I've been playing with I spent some time playing with Pirate and Space Valkyries. Um, because Pirate is very to new to the Destinies. Um, and and all I did was mention it, shared a few screenshots, and oh my god, you would think I set an open casting call to help me play Destiny. What? Wait, I'm sorry. After MLK Day, did they like? Why did it take so long? Was she not in the US? Oh, that's actually kind of snug, even though it's my ring size. I finally got one of those like encounter rings at my local game store. Um. Oh, they put. Wait, what the fuck? Is this supposed to be in the ring? Because it's certainly not moving. Or is this to keep. Well, we're about to find out. I bought one of those encounter rings, and I don't know if this cable is supposed to be in the middle or if it's to keep people from playing with the rings in the store, but it's definitely in the way. Wow. Ow, fuck. And I don't know what this is for. It came with no handles, so I don't know what this thing is for. Nice. Also, Kelly, Yormi. I got Jormungandr. So I need to paint Yormi. I'm gonna do a fuss at you about that, actually. I'm gonna do a fuss at a Kelly. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. I also noticed one of these needed a touch up. I mean, he's right. Ow. Sorry. I'm full of fail today, y'all. I am absolutely full of fail today. I cannot function. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed because I cannot function today. I also have no idea where the book for these minis went. So I have no idea what pieces go where. Is anyone else having a day TM and it's early for them? So Dimples, if you don't have to be at work, why the fuck are you up? Alright, I'm about to make an entire mess because I well, hey, at least you're honest about it. Alright, I'm also trying to find. Oh no, so you are in the Why Am I Up There Is No God Club as well. Oh, that's just sprue. Wow, I've got all this extra sprue and I don't know what to do with it. Unlike Pirate, I have no idea how to make sprue goo, as he said. God damn it. Alright. I am clearly too clumsy to do anything this morning, so we may just paint minis that don't need assembly. Because I clearly don't have the manual dexterity to put anything together today. Napkins, because you always need some kind of napkin when you're working on minis. So Kelly, does that mean you're gonna start painting minis now? And do fun stuff? And join us in this ridiculousness? I might need that drill. Aha! I think I've uncovered the book. I think. Because I still have all of these to put together. Oh, there's Pazuzu. Sorry, I was looking for the 2 sprues I had left. Aquas. Could you peacefully do a mini painting stream with PJ? God damn it. Wow, it's that kind of a morning. I just dropped a mini somewhere next to my desk. Maybe I'll find it one day. Oh, and I put the whole extra... God dang it. I put the whole extra plate for my printer in the box with the minis. Hey, Rogan. Enjoy your lurk. Sorry, I'm currently... The stream is me making a mess looking for these decals that go on, the minis. Oh, wait, I think nope. Is that them? Maybe, did I find them? Probably not. Nope, I sure didn't. Well... well, I don't I have a Roomba, and the Roomba is not yet trained to come in here because there's usually not enough room for the Roomba. Hey, KMC, how are you? Happy New Year. Hope you are well. Sorry, you've caught me in the middle of trying to deal with the mess I've made building Warhammer stuff and trying to build Warhammer stuff. But I don't know if I trust myself right now to be this dexterous. Because clearly, I should not be trusted with anything today. Because I can't even, I can't even keep from dropping things. Hey, Neuro, how are you? Happy New Year. Hope you've been well. Well, I want to finish assembling the minis that came with the starter kit Pirate gave me. But I've been having problems with the very fiddly ones, the Necrons or whatever they are. Not really, but it is what it is. I'm still here, so I can't complain. God damn it. What did I just knock over? Sorry. I am the worst. I have knocked over so much stuff this morning. Jesus. Um, normal GOWR. What is that, Dimples? Well, I'm just glad I didn't drop that spool of PLA on my foot just now. God, what was that? I heard a noise.
Hmm?
Oh, hello. You know what's funny? I don't know if
Hmm.
something happened in chat, but I heard the Witcher swoosh when you entered. And I was like, did something happen in chat and I missed it? Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. See, I've never seen anyone uh shorten it that way. So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Dimples? Anyway, hello chat. Hi, Kelly.
I don't know if you saw. I said I sent a video to you on Discord to make you laugh after your frustrations in a bit.
Uh, I did not, because I'm using my phone for chat.
It's okay. You'll be amused when you see it.
Oh, I see a doggo.
Yes.
I
A
will
very
look.
loud, very sassy, giant dog.
Was that dog on a table?
Nope, that's on the bed. On the extremely raised 3 foot off the ground bed.
Wow.
Mhm. She's about 34 inches tall at her shoulder.
Oh, wow. She's a big girl.
A big girl, she's a baby. No, I'm just doing even though I'm technically off today, I'm just trying to play a little bit of catch up on the work I have to get done for the week just so I can sort out my brain for it. And then I have Witcher later, probably. I don't know.
What time?
Eh,
Eh?
sometime.
Well, no, because I was able to change my chiropractor appointment, so I'm going
Oh.
earlier than later.
Mm.
So, well, because my plan had been it's Tuesday. If I don't have to be there till 2, depending on when I start streaming, I would go and then raid Eugenio because he's back. But if you're going to be on earlier, but my appointment's at noon my time, so I need to leave the house at 11:30.
Oh, I probably won't be on that early. I'm trying to take it a little slow this morning. I'm moving a little bit slowly
I
because
feel that.
not just the sleep, but like I said, bless our friend for being like game to take over the driving in my car
Uh,
when I started to get way too stiff in the driver's seat.
gotcha. Because it's a long drive, yeah.
It's like 2.5 hours. It's not terrible. And there's a couple
Mm.
places that we stop. But I was glad I took my cane because PJ was like, you better take it.
And you
Okay,
listened for
fine.
once.
Why are you like for once? Why are you on his side?
Because I know you.
Terrible.
You didn't want to take your cane to Praxis.
No.
And that was a 40-minute drive.
Hi, Bones. Hi.
Hi, Bones.
Hi.
Wow, where's the one
What?
I didn't even finish assembling? Jesus.
What?
Meow.
Yeah? Do you
Hey,
have
pirate.
things? Do you have thoughts?
Is wow,
Okay.
Bones is chatty
He's mad at us. What?
because you were gone.
Mhm. What? Well, and also, he got very unceremoniously picked up from his dinner and thrown into a carrier and taken outside in the cold the
Well,
night before we left.
that wasn't his fault though. Hey, pirate. Uh,
No, he was just mad.
yeah. Give pirate a cheer because he hit 1,000 followers yesterday.
Yay!
What am I doing? Pirate help. Why did I decide to build this? Victory fanfare. Oh my god. If I was sitting at my desk, I could probably find the sound effect and play it for you. I'm looking at it and I'm still having a hard time. Maybe playing with sharp instruments and plastic was not my best idea today. But anyway,
Yep.
Pirate, feel free to jump in voice if you want, if you can.
Bones, you can't. No. Bones.
His Bones doing a fuss.
He's just up in my face.
He,
Lightsabers are
Ah!
fine.
No,
who,
they're not.
who is that?
I don't know. It's an autoplay video.
Oh, I thought some weirdo had gotten the voice chat.
No. No. That's ow! Bones.
Boo, work lurk.
Hey, could you not?
I mean, Bones could, but then he wouldn't be Bones.
Right?
Okay, so 27.
All of that. All of that just so that I could do this for you.
There you go, Pirate. One fanfare. 29. I need to figure out a way to do stuff when I'm doing mini painting because I do not have any kind of Steam Deck mini anything set up on the painting area.
Yeah, this is just because the Go XLR is set up and I can change the Discord to broadcast mix, so it'll pick up
Mm,
all the other stuff. Get your ass out of my face.
I was gonna
I
make a
don't
terrible joke.
I don't wanna see it, Bones, come on. But yeah, thankfully, our apartment doesn't smell like smoke anymore, but the whole first floor still does. I feel for them.
Yeah. Oh, do you want
But
to explain what happened? Because I don't know if I freaked people out when I was like, hold please. I just got a text from Kelly saying there was a fire when I was
oh,
streaming.
I didn't know that you okay. Um, no, there's a young man downstairs from us who has some, um,
Developmental.
intellectual developmental delays, who's just really lovely, very sweet, adores Scotty. I think Tanya saw him when she was here. Just absolutely loves him. Um, but unfortunately, he left something unattended when he left the house without thinking and set his apartment on fire, which caused an entire, like, evac at 6:30 at night, and his cat getting thrown into the carrier and everything else.
Yeah.
I feel bad, like, really bad. He's such a sweet guy, but, it's not just worrisome for everybody else, it's worrisome for him, you know?
Because what if he'd been home and like fell asleep?
And then God like, the lady down the hall from me was like, "God forbid this was 2 o'clock in the morning or he left the gas stove on," you know?
Yeah.
And PJ was trying to tell him because he wasn't even home at the time, and all of a sudden he came running up to us outside to say hi to Scotty, and Justin's like, "You need to go talk to the firemen, your apartment's on fire," and he's like, "What? No, it's not." I was like, You need to go talk to the
Oh
firemen."
no.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah.
not the right base, but I just need somewhere to put it for now. I lost a little bag of bases, or it's deep in the. Well, it was just like I don't care what's happening on the screen. I just got this text. I whipped my headphones off, and that's when I called you.
Oh, no.
No, you are more important than a stream will ever be. I don't give a fuck if I was streaming. I don't care what I was doing. That kind of text is like, y'all can wait.
Oh.
It's true.
I'm still trying to get used to having the microphone on the thing, like, right in front of my face so that I have to kinda reach under it to type. A little weird.
Mm, I
Getting
need
used
I need another pair of hands, someone to help me actually put together, like just basically do a teardown and redo of my whole stream setup.
Yeah, I still haven't decided about whether I'm gonna leave this in the corner or if I'm gonna have to move it or Hi, Bones. I see you, baby.
Is Bones being a big baby?
Yeah, he's all up in my face. I'm trying to do work. Don't touch the microphone. Okay, or do. You're
Hey,
not gonna
Panda.
listen.
I'm also trying to figure out how the fuck these all go together.
Hi, sweetie pie.
Why did I why did I do this to myself? Okay, 25, 26, 24.
I feel like this is where I have to do the announcer thing where I'm like, Tanya, why she did this to herself and she's going to do it again.
Yeah. Yep. You are
Bones, honey,
absolutely correct.
stop knocking against the boom. No.
Wow, I heard that fuss.
Yeah, he's right next to the microphone. He won't go away. He's sitting on top of my mouse.
Bones.
I need to get on here to work. Just a few minutes, okay? Okay, no.
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 No work. Cat
No
says
work.
no.
Only cat.
I mean, in Bones's ideal world,
I'm surprised you can't hear the purrs he's letting out because he is being loud.
I could hear the
Hi.
little fuss he just did, but I could not hear the purr.
Hi.
Yes, it's your fault, and I'm in a weird mood slash headspace, and I knew I wanted to get up and stream, but I'm also like, this is difficult. Why did I do this?
Can I pick you up and put you on the couch?
I'm also like having a hard time reading this morning. Did I cut an extra piece I didn't need? No, I didn't.
Ow.
No, maybe I did. I think I cut an extra piece I didn't need.
Mm,
Okay, there's a foot. There's a leg.
don't mind me. I'm just breaking everything apparently.
That's okay. I still haven't set up the second computer AMD sent me, mainly because it requires crawling around under my desk and basically resetting everything, and I just don't have the mental capacity right now.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if I'm gonna have to move this over to move the monitors over to the flat side as opposed to the corner just to kind of give me a little more space to spread the monitors out for the camera.
Oh, I am an entire doofus.
Are you?
Yes, because what I just clipped is an alternate bottom for one of these Scorpec, and I'd already cut out the top part, which I now cannot see.
Uh-oh.
Unless it's in this bag that I just reached for. Is it? Is it? It is not. Tag nabbit. Because I have a bunch of minis I put in a bag that are small, so I wouldn't lose them. And I set it aside last stream, and of course, now that I've done that, I cannot find anything. Because I basically just threw them in a little bag so they wouldn't be tiny pieces all over. And of course, now that I want that little bag, I can't find it.
But yeah, I told my friend, I was like, everybody's asking if your 7-year-old takes commissions. And he painted for commission before, before he's on the road a lot now. But he's like, yeah, it's really amazing what you can do when you're like, this is what I want it to look like, and I don't know that I'm not supposed to use 5 contrast paints on top of each other. I'm just gonna do it. And she do.
Yeah. So basically the legs I just cut are an alternate bottom for the one I started putting together last stream, which means it's probably in this box and I'll have to take the whole box off the shelf. Cause guess who never said they were smart?
Me.
I meant about me.
Oh,
I'm not smart, Kelly.
well, also me.
Wow. You are smart. I'm gonna fuss at you.
Listen, it's a day.
I could agree there.
So,
It has been a day and it's not even 9
okay,
a.m.
can I just address the hypocrisy of you being allowed to make fun of yourself, but then me getting fussed at when I do the same thing?
Yep, you are absolutely correct. I didn't say this was a democracy, Kelly.
Well,
Ah!
ah,
I just knocked this off of here. Wow.
no, I mean, PJ bought me Sororitas a couple years ago, and they're somewhere in the closet. And I was like, "Oh, we still have those?" He's like, those are expensive. We don't get rid of those until
Oh
they're
my
painted."
god. All of these skulls just fell off. Hey, Sarahime. Hey, Halfling. Oh, you're welcome. Glad it made you happy. The this all fell apart. This is a Steamforge one, and apparently these were just waiting to fall off when I picked this up the wrong way.
I believe, her next project, she's in the middle of painting the lizard people, because she loves her dinosaurs, and so she saw them and she was like, "Ooh, dinosaurs." That's it.
How to be as carefree as a 7-year-old.
Yeah, she's the one that, like, when she was 5, walked through my Animal Crossing dinosaur museum and was correctly naming them all.
Aw.
And then when I was like, "That's a pterodactyl," and she's like, "That's a quetzalcoatl." I was like, oh, sorry."
So she's you as a 7-year-old, basically. That's what you're
Just with
saying.
dinosaurs. Just with dinosaurs.
Ah.
Oh, that fuzz is on the picture. Never mind. I was like, "What's on my monitor?"
What are you talking about?
I was trying to scroll a picture and I was like, "What's that fuzz? Is it on my monitor?" But it was not. It was on the picture.
Ah. Hey, Brax.
Dimples, when are you gonna come play zombies with me again?
Dimples. I believe you've been
There's
summoned for zombies, and Dimples is off work today, I believe.
there's a amusement park level now. Well, resort level now.
Yeah. Oh my god, how am I this much of a doofus? I have lost a I don't know if I've lost the mini, but I moved it in an attempt to straighten my desk, and now I could not tell you where it is. You've done
Yep.
God of War, and you're listless. Apparently, this is the best time, Kelly.
What?
Dimples said that he's finished God of War and he's listless. All right.
Listless, listless, sis. Okay.
Yes. All right. I am standing so I can maybe find this mini. I think I put it in the box. I said we were painting, and I've absolutely not painted a single fucking thing, so good job, me.
I very proudly did not put any brushes in my mouth, but then I realized I think I left my brushes at his house. So I'll
So we
have
have
to
to
get some
send you
back.
brushes, is what you're saying.
I mean, you've seen my place. Where the heck am I gonna paint?
Uh,
Ah.
well, you haven't seen my place, but even though I have a second bedroom, it is clearly becoming a room of clutter. Wait, is there success? There's success! And I just knocked something else down. Shit. Oh, I lost Pazuzu. Pazuzu took a dive in the deepest part of the corner. Well, it was nice knowing you, Pazuzu.
Yeah, PJ had to get himself a new keyboard because his keyboard crapped out right before Christmas, and he uses the 10 keyless, like, ergonomic one, the Bluetooth one,
Mm.
and when he got the new one, he immediately dropped the tiny ass Bluetooth receiver that's black on the black carpet.
Oh no.
This was fun.
Oh no.
We found it.
So also shout out to Panda who found the very small shoulder of one of the Space Marines that I had dropped on the carpet in this room, which also Pirate gave me. So thank you, Pirate. Um, because I had missed it. I had dropped it 3 days ago, literally walked over, probably somehow managed to not step on it several times. And Panda turned around and put a water bottle down. I was like, oh, what's this? I was like, oh, I've been
Yeah.
looking for that. And it was like just a little shoulder piece from one of the Space Marines.
Oh my God, Hannah Rose sent me a Christmas card, and
Yeah.
on the back she put, she very gently taped a cute hedgehog sticker to it so that I could take the sticker off and use it. It's so
Aw.
cute.
Alright, so this. Oh god, noise. Hey, Panther. Okay, so this is what I started to put together and then failed. So this is an alternate to. This is alternate legs to this thing that I'd started to put together. That I was getting. I was failing at because it's like weirdly put together. And I just could not figure it out. Thank you for your reset, Panther. Okay, so I got part of this put together. I just couldn't figure out the headpiece because I'm a useless person when it comes to some things. Also, they need better angles. I really couldn't figure out what the fuck was happening with this. Okay, I know that goes there. So this part is what I'm struggling with, and the other piece was like this, where it's like weirdly. I did I lose all the audio?
Sorry.
Okay. Uh, trying to get these Scorpec together, Zero, and I'm struggle bussing because I'm looking at the angle, and the angle is not my friend. Unless I actually cut out the wrong piece for this, and I'm a doofus. Or I didn't put this together the right way. I'm also trying to say doofus rather than other things. Because I think the leggies go on that way. Like, this is one of those super fiddly ones, I think. Well, I'm trying to say doofus rather than ableist terms. So if I must self-deprecate, I figure I would self-deprecate in a way that was not ableist. And I don't know which way these hips go, which sounds like my life. Because the angle they use is really weird. But I think I may have actually cut the wrong piece, even though I was looking at the instructions, because that's how smart I am. Alright, enjoy coffee. So I'm trying to figure out which way the hips go, although I think I had it right the first time. I'm just also just having a time with putting the basically the way that this assembles is really difficult. And I don't know why, but I'm getting the arm wrong again. You know what? I think I just managed to goof. Or, you know what? I think I actually just mixed up pieces and I'm looking at the wrong thing. So I have the right chess piece. Kelly, you still there? Kelly? Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm here. I'm just on a work call. I'll be right back.
Okay, because I'm like, it's so silent. Did I lose you? I'm looking at the wrong instructions. That's why that didn't work. Um, I think I mixed these up. That's my problem. So good job, me. Even though these fit together, I'm full of fail today, y'all. I think that's why that didn't work. This arm is supposed to like be up and raised. I goofed somewhere. So I think I'm trying to use the wrong arm or something. Or I just can't. So while I struggle with this, how's everyone doing? Because I don't think this is going to work this way. I think I'm trying to put the wrong pieces together. Because this also doesn't have nubs for this chest piece. I think I'm trying to put the wrong piece together. So F1, 2, and 3. So I've cut 1, 4. I've cut 2, and I've cut 3. Why can't I figure this out? Y'all, why is this so difficult? Yeah, you had a long day, Prax. How are you feeling? Oh, yay, I'm glad. I'm glad that they could go to you. Oh, I see where all the bases went. They fell on the floor. I'm full of fail, and I don't like this. I'm having a really hard time figuring this piece out, and I hate it.
Okay.
Hey,
I
Mandy.
feel like I want to petition like they're going to listen to me. CDPR to make a transparent map overlay
Mm-hmm.
so that I can don't kick my phone so that I can like run around The Witcher and remember which direction I'm going.
There may
Problem.
be a mod for it since you're playing on PC.
What? I don't what? Oh, I guess I don't remember that being where the entrance is for that, but I'm just trying to level a little bit before
Stream.
stream.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Roach.
Oh, I'm sorry, Goblin.
Yeah, we're not playing with those ghouls right now, Geralt, because those are skull level ghouls. We're going north.
Uh,
Stop talking, Douglas.
did I just entirely use the wrong piece? Did I? Is it possible that's what I did? It is very possible. You're 14, though. That's not the right piece.
It is amazing how much I have forgotten about playing this game in a year. Ugh.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's hard.
I just forgot what it's like because I was so used to starting the last couple with New Game Plus. I forgot what a struggle bus it is to start the game normally. Like how
Mm.
little money you have, how little equipment you have, you know, and how you shouldn't just go running up to things and try to smack them, kind of thing.
Did I find the right piece? Did I literally cut the wrong piece? I probably did.
Maybe?
So I'm looking at the sprue versus what's in the book, but the numbers don't match. But it looks like this one.
I swear there was another marker around here.
How to build Scorpic destroyers.
Oh, I have to remember before stream today to put up a to make a content warning because I'm gonna do that quest with the Baron.
You can steal mine.
Yeah, because that one I might have to make a specific one for because of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I was trying to tell Technique about it.
Mhm.
I am absolutely trying to use the wrong piece. Oh my god. That's why this is not working. Um, because he's never played The Witcher.
Yeah, I thought I saw him playing it the other day.
Yeah, and so he's on the Bloody Baron quest.
Yeah, it's mhm.
Well, and he's like, well, the game's been out, and I'm like, that's not the point.
It's rough.
Well, I was trying to DM him while I was like, look, I have a content warning on this for a reason.
Mhm. Especially that one. I'm trying to get back to this spot. I know I used to basically level at this one spot because it's like 3 drowners and you can drown and they'll respawn constantly, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember where the heck it is.
Okay, so that's the right piece. Okay, so this is the right part, this is the right part. The legs are separate. Yeah, I basically was using the wrong piece. But and they have a diagram, but I'm not understanding the diagram unless I'm using literally the wrong bit for this. No, okay, this is all the pieces are all Warhammer, and it's worse than Lego as I try to figure it out. I'm trying to. They have a weird diagram, and I'm not sure that I'm doing this correctly. Or maybe I have the wrong chess piece. I don't know. Because these tiny ones are just, they're literally confusing me, and it's stressing me out. Oh, I'm using the wrong chess piece, that's why. But this looks to be exactly the same, so I don't understand.
Oh, okay. I was close to where I thought I was. Okay, we're fine.
Yeah, this is literally the same chess piece, so I don't know why it's not working. Oh no, it's actually not the same chess piece. That's because I'm a doofus. So I cut out the right pieces, but I'm assembling the wrong one. Maybe I shouldn't be assembling anything today. Because clearly this is too far beyond my ability this morning. It is, and it's clearly not one I've got today. So yeah. I was I was trying to literally put together the wrong pieces, thus it not working. So that explains a lot. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh god. I was trying to remember where this spot was, and when I looked it up just to confirm it, somebody has a video why you should absolutely kill the children in Crookback Bog. What?
I'm sorry, what? Did you say kill the children in Crookback Bog?
Yeah, it's like why you should sacrifice the kids. And like I know that's an option, but it also seems like a completely non-Geralt option. Uh,
Why would anyone do that?
because you can it has to do with the choice of the thing in the tree. Like it gives you different branches of the story kind of thing.
Yeah, but I could never do that.
Let me see what their reasoning is.
I don't know what you're talking about, K-Sheep. I don't know what you're talking about. Recognize what guy? Gross. I don't know how you can see that much detail on anything. Sorry, I'm also trying to... Oh my god. You mean the fire giant? Okay, I am very lost as to where this piece goes.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember why.
You
It has to do with what happens to the Baron's wife.
you mean the beholder? That beholder is not at all yellow. That beholder's gray. Alright, I give up on this right now because I clearly cannot... I clearly don't have the manual dexterity for it. Okay, there's no further right for me. There's literally no further right. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing yellow on the desk, so... Alright, I'm gonna give up on this because I clearly can't do it today. And I've cut out the wrong pieces again, and it's stressing me out. This? That's not yellow, it's brown.
So either this quest is new or I've just never been up in this area this early since, some of the quests are based on where you are in the story.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Alright, that is not working for me today. I cannot actually assemble anything. I'm gonna set this to the side and not put it in the box. Because trying to dig that back out of the box yesterday was a lot. Or this morning. Hey, Tuck. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to work on Yormi. Although I have no idea what Jormungandr's supposed to look like.
Like the best boy.
Well, I mean, color-wise.
Mm. The best part is he's mythological, so you can look whatever like you want. Look like what? The words in that sentence were the correct ones. They were just in the wrong order, so please. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I'm also trying to figure out where the boat goes. I think this is how the boat goes on the base. Alright, bye, Dice Goblin. Alright, I think I'm gonna glue... No, I'm not gonna glue the boat because that way lies misery. I know, but you know what I mean. But it's based in gray, so I would use the Turbo Dorks, but they're so thin. It would take a billion coats to get what I want. But I think, god damn it. I think I'm gonna use Runefang Steel and then do a contrast over that. Because I feel like Yormi should be metallic.
A little bit. A little bit, probably.
Yeah.
He's a very good boy.
Oh, this needs a shake. No, it doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't. That's good. There we go.
There once was a maid from Vicovaro.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the thing I normally don't do, which is pour some of this in a palette because I feel like it would. I'm clumsy enough this morning where I feel like I would absolutely spill paint. So you're going in the palette.
Did you notice? I don't know. You've been playing it, right? The update for Witcher.
Yeah.
Did you notice that your Witcher senses seem to have a lot shorter range now?
Uh, no, I did not actually. Hey,
Like when you
Sarah.
go into CSI mode, like your stuff doesn't glow as far away as it did before.
Huh. I did not notice that.
Hmm.
Alright, Yormi. It's me, you, and a bunch of paint. Alright, I'm gonna leave the head for last. Ooh, this brush is stiff. Yeah, I'm gonna do silver and probably some white or gray dry brushing. Then maybe a contrast. While I struggle bus with Yormi, if you were to get into mini painting, Kelly, what would you paint next?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to paint something super tiny.
I'm not
Um,
ready for anything super tiny, so you are among good company. Super
I don't
tiny
know.
minis are the devil.
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably have to see like I would have to see something that made me want to paint it, I think.
Yeah. Night, Furward.
Um,
Sleep
they do
well.
make a lot of God of War minis.
They do.
Uh, yeah, and I've seen them on Etsy, like 3D prints,
Oh, that would be fun.
like busts and stuff like that.
There is a Gerald the Witch Hunter bust I could send you.
Yeah, I remember when you were doing that because that's what I was talking to Kyle about. I was like, this is how Tanya was telling me what dry brushing is because of her. Oh no, why are
Hey,
you shooting? Oh, because you're a pirate.
no, pirate's not shooting you.
Well, our pirate's not shooting me, but this other pirate is definitely shooting me.
Hey, JA, thanks for your resub. Happy New Year. I hope you are well. I'm looking. Now I've got a bunch of brushes to the right of me because reaching behind to the cup that has all my other brushes is kind of a pain in the ass. Should I do this, the, what do you call the things that are not the scales?
Eh?
I'm,
What do you mean?
I'm struggling with words today, clearly.
What part of the neck are they on?
The back, like the back ridge. I was thinking of doing that a different color.
Spines?
Sure. I think the
Okay.
spines should be a different color.
I think we're gonna come up with I think heckin' cute pointy bits is
Sure.
the new term.
Ooh, what you working on, JA? I would like to know if you don't mind sharing. Well, I realized I want the spines to be a different color, so I could actually hold this by the spines.
Treasure.
Treasure. I have to figure out how to get my bot to use your emotes, because I'm not sure how to get, like, my bot to sub to your channel.
Hmm.
Because I
I'm
want to
not
do,
sure.
like, a treasure command when I'm playing games.
I mean, I assume you'd have to do it with the text, like, that the emote's name is, you know?
Mm,
Oh,
true.
crap. Guess who just remembered again that I don't regen health
Are you
on Blood
playing?
and Broken Bones?
Oh, are you playing a hard difficulty?
I'm playing just one down from the top. Yeah, that's what I'm streaming.
Oh, so you're almost at Death March.
Yeah, Blood and Broken Bones is this one.
I have never played at super hard difficulty.
One time through is perfectly fine for me when it comes to having played Death March.
Yeah. I've got a chiropractor appointment at 12 and pending availability, B Dave and I are gonna try co-working because we both are struggling to write right now. And I have too much work to be done, some of it due this week, and I'm not able to write lately. So,
Sometimes it's helpful to have someone who's kind of accountable with you.
yeah, and since we both have writing to do, we both have projects that, I mean, at least for Motherlands, we're both on that. So, um, but I've been struggling to write anything fun or for work, and I've got a thing I already asked for an extension on that's due this week, and I've struggled badly. Oh, let me see. Hey, Mer. Oh, that's cool. So, rando question for you, JA. Are those like, how much assembly is required for those kind of kits? Because I haven't put together a model airplane in oh so many years. And I have no other meetings this week. I have a thing I get to announce on Friday at 12 Pacific, but that's just a social post I gotta do after on or after 12 p.m. Pacific. Oh, so like the minis I was painting or trying to assemble. Silver with white spine ridges, or is that meh?
Uh, 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 mm, Gold?
Silver and gold?
Mm.
I was thinking either silver scales and white, or maybe like a gray, like a light white gray on the spines.
That
But
could work.
because I'm gonna also do a bunch of dry brushing and a wash. Wow, a
Oh,
couple dozen.
oh. Well, that makes life easy. The new auto
Treasure.
target function makes it so you don't have to aim your crossbow.
Oh, blessings, because that's one things I'm the absolute worst at.
I just noticed that. I was like, "Monsieur?"
I mean, for me, I'll take it because I'm the worst. I don't know if you saw how many times I had to do that initial Griffin fight in the beginning.
I mean, it can be a pain, yeah.
Well, you know how you're supposed to shoot it or do a sign at it to take it down so you can actually hit it.
Mhm.
I kept I kept missing, and then Vesemir finally like used a sign on it. I was like, "Thanks, Vesemir."
Vesemir, doing your job. Good job.
Like, "Thanks for letting me die." Is this because I wouldn't let you read the letter? Because I opted not to let Vesemir read the letter about the unicorn.
Oh, yeah, no, I never let him read that. I never let him read that.
Once I did, but this one I'm kind of going for like the rude Geralt experience.
You're going for the authentic Doug experience?
Yes, which means Doug will
I'm
show up right when we say that.
I'm kidding. Doug Cockle is an absolute sweetheart.
He is part of why I'm so irritated I didn't get to go back over to the UK this year.
I know. I still have yet to actually meet him in person, so eventually.
All right,
Eventually.
bye, Kay. Have a good day. Yeah, a lot of people are back to work and are like, "What do I do again? How does work work?" I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I think what I may even do is sit with my laptop in the dining room. Because if I sit in my office, I'm too easily distracted.
Well, damn, it works.
What?
Uh, I was surprised because I thought they would have changed this so that you couldn't just turn your camera away and respawn the things to kill, but you can.
Oh,
It's like a decent semi sort of early farming spot,
where are you
like
again?
farming XP that is, not items.
No, where are you in the
Velen.
game?
Oh,
Y-
I haven't started the Bloody Baron yet, but
I don't
I
think
just
I've
kind of
picked up Bloody Baron. I've been focused on Crisis Core, and now that I'm finally past that first boss fight,
I'm
I'm not.
actually like
Mhm.
I think I did start it. Like, I've done the initial investigation, but I haven't gone. I then got distracted because of Kira, so
Oh, Kira Metz.
I can't decide if I'm going to let her get, the Vlad Tepes treatment this time or not. Hmm.
Oh, give it to her that way.
I mean, she's helpful at Kaer Morhen.
She is, but the last time I played a full game, I couldn't convince her to join us.
I mean, I know the options to convince her to join you, but if you I mean, I guess a mild spoiler alert for a game that's, like, 7 years old, but if you choose to not do that, um, she you do find her later. Like, if
Oh,
you let her go to Radovid
oh
with
no.
the cure, you find her with Triss when you go to escape Novigrad.
Oh, that doesn't sound good though.
Well, anytime I call something the Vlad Tepes treatment, it's probably not a good thing.
Well, I figured that, but I was just like, just the way you said, well, you find her. I'm like, oh, that
Mhm.
that tells me a lot.
Oh, yeah. She's stuck on a spike.
Oh well. I kind of want
Mm.
to write, and this would be, I mean, years later, but I kind of want to write like a post replaying The Witcher, like thoughts on the women in The Witcher and how they're written. Because I
Yeah,
just,
some of them are written well, some of them are written not.
well, I'm really focused kind of on Yennefer since you spend the most time with her in the beginning,
Mhm.
and just how she treats Geralt like trash.
Well, especially with the games where you don't have any backstory,
And if you've
like
never
people that don't
played,
know, or if you don't know their story or why she's like that, you know?
well, that and it's like even with context, even when you do the whole, oh, well, you dated Triss, or yeah, you were with Triss, and I guess you forgot I existed. And it's like, okay, but he literally said he had amnesia, but she just kind of treats him like he's an errand boy, and I've never.
Never been a fan of that.
No, because I mean, just the way she talks to him, and this isn't like a, I'm turning into a MRA or anything, but the way that she just kind of snaps her fingers, expects him to jump when she says jump,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I don't like that
wow,
either. I think they
wow.
could have written her a lot better because, I mean, she's definitely, got her ideas as to how things should be, but that seems to be a bit much, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
Especially like in the end when you're gathering a Kaer and the way
Mhm.
she's kind of bossing him around and drops him in the lake, and I'm like, wow. Now, I don't know if she always drops him in the lake, but I'm like, so you're about to go into battle, and Geralt is
Um,
probably your strongest fighter,
I
and
don't think she always does know.
whatever choices I've made, she's always dropped him into the lake. I'm like, wow. What if, I
Well,
mean, granted, we know he probably wasn't gonna die from that, but come on.
I mean, so here's the real big conundrum.
Mm.
If you know the stories, the backstories at all, there was a point in their relationship where she was absolutely shacking up with someone else and playing them off each other.
So wait, she did literally the same thing and is giving him a hard time?
Uh-huh. But
See?
granted, I don't know if that canonically happened here because that was in the book universe.
Well, I don't think the
And
games reflect the books at all.
to a point they do, but they are considered separate. But I believe that they actually reference him at one point. Because he was up north. I can't remember where exactly, but he's the one that the sorcerer um that she works with, the archaeologist sorcerer in the TV show. That's who it's based on.
Okay.
Um, they, shacked up for quite a while, and she enjoyed playing Geralt off of him and vice versa.
Wow.
And I think
So,
I think also it's a lot of it you have to what would have to be a counterpoint to how they're written is also thoughts on the lack of agency and choice, even for sorceresses who are the most powerful women. They still don't have a lot of agency when it comes to some decisions. And so you could read it as Yen trying to take control of like the one thing she can.
yeah, but the average
It
person
still
playing
reads wrong to me.
well, yeah, but also the average person playing the video game probably has not read the books and may not even know there are books.
Mhm. I mean,
Or
if you do
yeah.
all the side quests, you kind of find out a little bit about the way women are treated in this world to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Um, but again, it's one of those things where not everybody does all the side quests. And also, like, I don't know. It's again, it's weird because they don't have a lot of agency and you can kind of see her trying to take power where she can get it. But also, that doesn't absolve you from being a biatch.
What do you mean, Riku? Why the devs gave him amnesia? Doesn't that happen in the books?
It does not. None of that happened in the books. In the books, he and Triss do sleep together one time, and she has a thing for him, but
Mm-hmm.
at no point does this happen,
The
where it's the whole
the
amnesia
amnesia.
story.
Okay.
No, that never happens.
Oh,
Um, so that was one of the many choices that I've talked about before that I think are really wrong because what she does is sexual assault. She absolutely knows that he does not have all the information to consent to a relationship
oh,
because
in the book?
Tr no, in the game, Triss knows that he's got amnesia. Triss knows that Yen is his first love, and she does it anyway.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, so
and
she's terrible too.
and that's the thing, and that's only in the game.
Mm.
It's why she makes in the one scene with Geralt, if you make certain choices, she apologizes.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but also, it's I mean, I think they owe a lot of apology to the character there because, again, whether or not it's, uh a male character, a female character, non-binary character, it's assault is assault is assault.
Yeah.
And at first when PJ told me, "Oh yeah, she's basically, you know, uh, assaulting him," I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, think about it. She has all the information. He doesn't,
Yeah.
you know." So it's Riku's right. That was completely on the devs. I think they fixed this farming spot because I was only able to do it twice. God bless it. I just wanted more experience.
Don't we all?
I know, right? I just was trying to level up a bit more so I could tackle a few more difficult things on
Yeah.
stream. But who knows?
Yeah.
We'll try. Anyway, yeah, so that's all in the game only. Um, th it's just really complicated, and
It
it
sounds
really
like it.
paints Triss in a really bad light.
Well, it paints both
Like,
of them in a bad light, Jesus.
yeah. So, if you have that kind of information, you can kind of understand why Yennefer is so pissed off at Triss, but
R
she shouldn't be so pissed off at Geralt.
right, and that's what I mean, though, she doesn't s
I
I
mean, if our ex-boyfriend came up to us and said, "No, I really did love you, I just, had amnesia." Mm, it's like, what does she believe? I mean, granted, she's got the power to know if it's real or not.
yeah. I don't know, I just as I've replayed the game, I'm disliking Yennefer more and more.
Mhm. I think they do her a bit of a disservice in the game. I mean, because she's very rigid and semi-authoritarian in their relationship in the books as well, but not quite to the level of insults that she does in the game.
And that's the part that bugs me, and I feel like Geralt, at least the way that he's portrayed, wouldn't stay with someone who treats him that way.
He can't help it.
What do
He
you
has no
mean?
choice. That's what the whole Last Wish is.
Oh, that's right, that they're bound to each other.
Yep, there is a side quest.
I did that one last time. You're right. You're right.
Yep, there is a side quest where you can free them from it, but
I think
I
I
don't wanna say
freed
where it
him.
is, but
I mean, the
well,
game's
they
been
can
out for
choose.
7 years.
Yeah, they can choose, you can choose to whether or not Geralt says he still feels the same or Geralt feels different. I believe whichever one you choose, Yen says she's just feels the same, and then she's a little sad that she broke the curse, but it's one of those, didn't know what you had till you lost it things.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't treat a Geralt like a fucking errand boy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the women in this game are written just not great, and also, um, think of, I keep wanting to say Priscilla, and it's not, Philippa.
Oh, Philippa Ironheart.
Yeah, Philippa's had some traumatic dues, as it were, and
Yeah.
the fact that they don't really address that when they make her seem like such a terrible person. Oh, no, they didn't, I found my spot again. Ha 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 ha. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Um, the fact that they don't she just comes in and she's like, "I'm gonna be super angry," and everybody's like, "Well, why is she so mad?" Like, um, at Geralt and them, and, well, Geralt was literally in the next cell when she had her eyes scooped out with spoons by Radovid,
Yup.
and you have the option to at least try to stop it. Um,
Oh, and Witcher 2.
yeah, you can't stop it, it happens anyway, but, um,
You can at least
you
try.
could at least try. But
Gotcha.
either way, the game it's like kind of like Vernon Roach. Um,
Mm,
Witcher 3 chooses to go with the "you didn't try to stop it" option regardless. Like, for instance, there's no way that Vernon Roach should be my friend in this game.
hey, Brian.
Because my Witcher 2 game, I treated him like ass butt because I didn't like him.
Yeah.
I always go with Yorveth, who was apparently supposed to be in Witcher 3, and they ran out of time slash, like,
Budget.
devs to do it. Yeah.
Is that a
So, yeah.
reference to something, Brian? I don't get it. If so.
Let me see. Why a spoon? 'Because it's deluge to it, it'll hurt more. That's from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Because Alan Rickman, "I'm gonna cut your heart out with a spoon." "But why a spoon, cousin?" "Because it's dull, you idiot.
And it'll hurt more.
It'll hurt more."
Got it. Look, I barely managed to get upright and get the stream started today, so asking
In
me for
fairness, I just love Alan Rickman, so That
Mandy.
one stuck in my head even though the first time I saw that movie, I had 0 clue or point of reference as to what the sheriff was talking about 90% of the time.
Got it. Um, Panda actually shared a wood trick to make the wood look really good and realistic. Um, and it was actually, and I don't know if that color actually came in the kit that she sent, but there's a contrast brown that apparently if you put it over gray priming will make the wood look really, really good. Yay, few meetings. Yay, Mandy. Actually, I'm gonna see if I have it, because the kit actually has quite a few minis and or paints in it. JA, are you free from work till next week, or because I don't think it's past work hours for you, because it's 9:30 a.m. here. Um,
I mean, granted, this farming spot that does not mean at all that it's going to be quick farming, but it's one of those lovely things that you love to find in games where it's a repeatable farming spot,
nice.
you know?
Yay, JA, I'm glad for you. Okay.
At
This
least
is
I'm
the
not like PJ who didn't make it out of the capital city in Final Fantasy IX until like 6 hours in because he just kept playing the damn card game. He does like that card game. Do, 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 do.
Why did I paint the bottom? Now I can't turn this over.
I got my Majora's Mask stuck to a paper towel, so
That's okay. Some of the stuff I've been working on, I need to file and re-prime or touch up because I let it dry on a paper towel or on the box. I also need to not prime anything else in the apartment. And this is mildly gross, but I sneezed not long after priming Yormi. Pretty sure
Mhm.
I sneezed up a bunch of primer.
Ew.
I was like, that looks like the Black Death. Oh, it's
Um,
just primer.
if you really want gross, let me tell you, I don't know if I mean, you know what a neti pot is, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Um, try doing one of those after you've spent the day in New York City.
No, thank you.
It's gross.
No, thank you. Hey, pirate, you know, or pirate, or Zero. Yes, a wild Mandy. Mandy, we're in a mod voice chat if you can or want to join. Um,
Yeah, I'll probably have to dip here in a few minutes just so I can actually get food because I haven't eaten yet.
go eat.
And I should
Uh,
probably do that before I try to take my medication.
I was gonna say that you probably know the contrast brown that pirate mentioned for a good trick for getting wood to look really, really good. I don't think I got that color in my set though. Panda was talking about it yesterday. That it's a contrast brown. Grunta wood. Hey Dre. Grunta fur. Yeah, I don't think that was in the kit. But it was a basing trick that Panda was talking about yesterday that you and Pirate mentioned. But I don't think that color came in this set. Oh, Deidre, do you mind if we grab our individual games and put them up on our YouTube or Twitch? Or would you prefer everything to stay on your channel? Okay, I've picked that up like 3 times.
Apropos of nothing, I'm still kind of annoyed that I was not given the recording of our honey heist, which I want.
Who did? Which honey heist?
The one that the one I ran for you and Doug and Sam.
Ah, yes. Oh no, that's fine. I just wanted to ask before I use it because I use and no one heard me actually say this, Twitch Leecher to do that kind of thing.
Oh,
Yes. Twitch Leecher will let you go grab any stream you've been on, especially if they are not giving you a link to your stream.
yeah.
Yes, the
I
one where
mean,
Doug asked to arrest himself, yes.
that's really the thing I cared about most was Doug arresting himself, and also I believe you rolling slightly badly in combination with Doug rolling slightly badly, so that Doug got hung up by his underpants on the side of Kaer Morhen.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Listen, you take your joy
Cygor,
where you find it.
I wonder if Cygor Brown over this Wood Brown would be too dark. I should eat too, but eating is like work.
I know. Oh, will you just stop and shoot the right drowner, Geralt?
You're controlling Geralt.
Hey,
Sorry.
I didn't ask for this judgment.
Wow.
Like, I do it all the time, like, especially with the new microphone, you can't hear him say it, but every time I'm like, "Why are you like this?" Justin's like, "'Cause you're controlling him?" Mm,
I mean,
right?
uh, yeah. Hey Zero, if you remember, can you send me? Can you drop that brown in a DM to me? Cause I will forget. Cause I've got to go out later anyway. I may go to the game store. Cause for one pot of paint, I am not gonna place a whole order. Um, that's if I can walk in and find it because they've got their paints are on a similar rack to this, and you don't know what's what. But I think the contrast paints are all up high, so I should be able to just see it if they've got it. Thank you. I said if I think about it, because I've gotta, or if I'm actually awake enough, I may run to the model store first and then to my appointment. Because doing in-store pickup is weird. Like if I do an order, there's no guarantee it'll be ready. It's probably easier for me to just walk in and just grab a couple pots of that color. 'Cause I've got most of the contrast paints, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put up to 10 more Citadel pots in there. Not that I'm gonna spend that kind of money today, but
I still think it's weird that you can't loot,
huh?
um, you can't loot things you kill underwater.
Since when?
Since I don't know, I haven't been able to do it.
Huh? Because there's chests and things underwater.
Yeah, I just can't loot drowners that I kill.
Damn you, drowners.
Ugh. Oh dear. That's a big yawn. Oof.
Yeah.
Scotty, you haven't moved and your butt is falling off that pillow. You look like a shaggy muppet. Don't stick your tongue out at me.
Did he blep at you?
Yeah, he is so shaggy, but his groomer doesn't have an appointment for like 3 weeks. But
Aw.
also he adores her, so we wait. I guess she lost one of her groomers, they moved, and so, I mean, she has a lot of clients to the point where she had to stop taking new clients
Oh wow.
when this groomer, left.
Yeah, a majority of the paints on this rack are contrast 0. So I don't have a lot of base paints. Well, I do have some base paints now because the starter kit that Panda sent me finally showed up yesterday. Um, but I'm also just not great at much of anything. So I grabbed an airbrush one
Mhm.
by mistake. But I still use it. It's just because I don't have an airbrush and I probably never will. Because I don't foresee ever not living in an apartment. Oh, oh my God, JA.
Terrible.
Mm. Oh, I thought you were going for an actual pun. I can see 3 shades of gray right now, and I'm like, why? Why did I get into a hobby that requires so many monochrome color palettes? Huh.
There we
Well,
go.
well, send it to me. I'm not sure if I'd be able to use it because I think if I did any airbrushing, it would have to be in the dining room, not sitting here. Unless I move my paint racks, which would be kind of a pain in the ass.
And don't forget, kiddos, when you're playing Witcher to upgrade your Jedi mind trick as soon as possible. Because you can get out of so much trouble with that.
Oh no.
Jedi mind trick everything. Although I never ever pass up the chance to break what's his face's leg again.
Oh,
Um,
Dietrich.
mm, a Dijkstra, yeah.
Dijkstra. Dijkstra, Dietrich. Either way.
Especially since the option is like push him aside, and then when you choose that option, you violently break his leg. I mean,
Oh.
I guess you are pushing him aside.
Well,
And to be fair, he did it to Geralt first.
true. Hey, Dimensity, how are you? Alright, you're gonna sit there for a minute. No!
Oh god, what was that?
The boat, the half of the boat that I'm working on, um, I painted the bottom and it's not letting me just lean it to the side. It fell over right on where I just painted.
No.
So, there we go. I mean, if nothing else, Bioware games have taught us that. Alright.
Mm.
Black, gray, or white for the scales. Not the scales, the Corvus Black is the one that I think Pirate said was. No, that's a new one.
Oh, I should screenshot this in case anybody wants to know where I'm farming.
Apothecary White. Not. Oh, that's making everything shake. No, thank you.
Right.
Um.
I took a screenshot. Because I refuse to not be able to do the freaking werewolf quest finish it on stream.
Mm,
And it's been owning my face for like the past 3 streams because I just keep trying to rush it. Hence
oh,
leveling up.
excuse me. Yeah, that happens.
Especially since where I'm killing these drowners, you kill them underwater, which is a single crossbow bolt. Like, it's not that much effort.
Yeah. Okay, so for the other part, Castellax bronze or Rune Lord brass? Yormi
Mm.
scales or silver?
I think bronze is better than because brass has too much of a harsh overtone, in my opinion. But it is your Snick child.
True. Trying to see what other options I. Oh, god damn it. Nope, that is contrast. That is absolutely not what I wanted. That's also contrast. That's also contrast. Good job, me. It's all contrast.
Oops, all contrast.
Yes. Ooh, I have a technical astrogranite. Also have Abaddon black. Militarum green. I've also got Retributor armor, which is a base, but it's gold.
Ha ha ha.
It's me.
I'm a I don't know if you saw, like, I'm not a football person, but
Oh, I saw
I saw that guy take that hit. Oh my god.
There's also Mechanicus gray, but it's not metallic. It's a plain gray.
Um, I'm kind of wondering if the cardiologists that weighed in are correct, that he
What?
had the one really weird, what's it called? Commodio mortis? I'm not remembering. But, it's this weird thing where if you get hit at a certain point in your heart rhythm, it just stops your heart.
Oh, okay then.
Like, you get hit a certain way, it's like because I there was a hockey player that it happened to several years ago on the ice, but he was back playing in a few weeks, so hopefully this guy, because he seems like a really great guy.
Is he okay? I mean, I know he's not okay, but
He's in critical condition, he's in a medically induced coma.
well, shit.
It
I went
it
with
was
bronze.
rough, and while I may have my opinions with some of what, Jeremy Renner has done in the past, I don't agree with all the people making fun of his injury either.
Yeah,
So,
he's also in critical condition, isn't he?
yeah. And I think it's really wrong to, like, celebrate someone getting hurt like that. I don't think that's right.
God damn it. Both to that, but also I just got paint on me. Yeah, they are. So I actually, thanks to Brian, uh, Urban Bohemian Brian, I have a add-in to Twitter that doesn't show me trending topics.
Mhm.
So I didn't know
Ooh.
till I looked at a different Twitter account.
Mhm.
So I didn't know about Jeremy Renner. I didn't know about the football until I saw the tweets.
Yeah, Prax, that was pretty awesome. His GoFundMe for a toy drive for kids, which had a $3,000 goal, is well over $1,000,000 funded now.
Nice.
I think it's 1,000,000. I think it was close. 3,000,000, I'm sorry, it's up to over 3,000,000.
Wow.
That's gonna be a lot of toys for a lot of kids.
Yeah, I'm irritated because there are people, and and if this is heavy, I apologize for folks who do not want to do a heavy chat this morning. But for the people that were jumping out the woodwork claiming it was because he got vaccinated,
Oh, don't even. I was so mad. Ben
yeah,
Shapiro, who is just a shit stain of a
I
person.
didn't realize anyone cared about what he thought anymore.
No, but, like, that's the first thing he started riling up his base immediately about it. I'm
Thing
like,
is,
aren't you supposed to be looking at pictures of your sister, bud? I don't know.
well, Oh, absolutely. But these people are terrible. And honestly, I don't like to say this often, but they are a category for me that are veering toward I don't want to count them as people because of how awful they are.
Yeah, it's like Ben Shapiro is a terrible person. I still probably wouldn't be celebrating, say, if he got run over by a snowplow like Jeremy Renner did. But
Uh,
it's
I think Ben Shapiro is on my exception list for that because he is that terrible of a person.
I mean, he is. But like again, like Renner has made some problematic comments in the past, but
But he's also not out here trying to deny people
like
human
Rob
rights.
exactly. Exactly. And also, until you've seen somebody with those kind of injuries, maybe don't crow happily about it.
Yeah, and but this goes back to the celebrities and athletes are not people to a lot of these folks.
Mhm.
They are not human to them. They are simply there to be entertainment. And the fact that people are making entertainment out of two people who nearly died, that's despicable.
And I mean, let's be honest, neither one of them is out of the woods yet on that.
Exactly.
And, there's a chance that even if he does come out of the woods, this really young football player might never play again. It's
I mean,
awful.
he could have a life-changing injury assuming he lives.
Mhm.
But no, people are just mad because their precious football stopped.
Oh, like, you mean the commissioner of the NFL and that other guy, what's his name? Skip Bayless, who are like, "Why would they cancel the rest of the game?" It's just why? Really?
Well, let's not forget, and this conversation comes up often, the fact that it is not an accident that a majority of NFL owners are rich white men from old money,
Mhm. Mhm.
and a majority of NFL players and other sports players are young black men who they they are treated like they are property,
They are
literally.
commodities. It also comes back to my constant annoyance and argument about the fact that in schools right now you have, like, theater programs being canceled because to fund sports programs because let's let our child get a traumatic brain injury, but God forbid he learns how to dance. And
Yep.
spoiler alert, if he becomes a football player, he'll probably take ballet anyway.
Well,
A lot of them
also,
do.
people don't seem to know the odds that maybe what 0.1% of people actually make it to the quote unquote big leagues.
I mean, yeah, it's
Oh,
ridiculous.
is it less than that, Mandy?
Oh, yeah, it's like 0.05 or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Oh, see, I was much higher. I was wrong. Um, but the people who bank on their kid becoming a pro athlete, or even the people who do everything, it's like you still have to graduate college. You still have to like the days of the dumb jocks getting passed so that they can still play on the team are gone. Those were gone when I still worked in higher ed 10 years ago. There's no more basically bribing the athletics department or the athletics department bribing people. At least not the school I worked at. Neither school had things like that. Oh yeah, Rico.
Scotty, why are you so lazy?
Yeah, because being in the NFL does not mean you're going to be the one with the multi-million dollar contract either.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I wish people understood that more.
It's like I wish people understood that just because you're a performer of any kind that is professional, they're like, "Oh, well, they must be making big money." I'm like, "Mm."
No, I goofed. Mandy, do you want to share that blog post? And actually, if you can or want to, our panel is on my YouTube channel. Unless you put it on your YouTube, because I sent everyone the VOD link.
What?
For the panel I was on with Mandy, Pirate, and
Oh.
a couple other people about streaming as a career versus a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Because we quickly realized during that panel how many people don't understand the amount of work it takes
Mm-mm.
to stream.
And the energy.
The energy or just even like a lot of people still have the build it and they will come
That's not how
mentality
that works.
for streaming. So, all right, good luck getting the small human to appointments. I,
Boop, boop, boop.
I'm almost out of silver. Yep, Mandy wrote an excellent blog post about not just our panel, but about the ways in which it was very clear people attending that panel had very unrealistic expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Puddle. There are people, because I don't know if Pirate's still lurking or if Mandy remembers exactly, but there was the guy who basically was like, people tell me they love my music and my art, but no one shows up to my streams. And we're all like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And it was like he really had this, well, people told me they love my work. Why aren't, dude, you can't.
It's not how it works. It's the same thing as, all the people that are like, "Oh my god, I'd love to work with you," or "Oh my god, we should, do this together or that together." And I'm like, Okay,
Hey, Locket.
where's the work invite?" You
Yep.
know?
That's why I'm very anti tagging me in these. My dream is to play with you, and I'm like, you're a mutual. My DMs are always there, but yet, where's the invite?
Like the amount of people who seemed to have some sort of idea when I was talking about it during something at the I think last month, thinking that I had the same reach on Twitch as I do on Twitter, and I'm like, "Okay, Twitter doesn't really make money for me, and I have less than 40 subscribers on Twitch."
Well,
So
that's what a lot of people don't think, though. They equate one thing to the other. If
mhm,
I had the same number of followers on Twitch as I do on Twitter,
mhm,
ideally I'd be doing a lot better.
mhm.
Um, well, that's not true. Just because I'd have that many followers does not mean
Doesn't mean subscribers, yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, there are friends of ours who have, close to 100,000 followers on Twitch. They don't even get 10% of that following count when they go live.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean,
Oh, wow.
ideally, if I got even 10% rate of the number of followers I have, I should have 200, I should have 210 to 230 CCV if 10% of my followers showed up for streams.
Mhm.
That's
I
not what
should
I
check
get.
I should check and see if I actually managed to get over an even number of followers by the end of the year. I don't think I did. Boop, boop, boop. No, I just realized I still haven't eaten or taken my meds. I should probably do that.
Yes, please do, because I'm gonna stop soon-ish. Because I've got a little over an hour before I should really like get myself together. Because I should eat because my stomach will be growling at me during a massage. I was debating ordering
Massage.
something. Oh, my back has been killing me.
I haven't had one in so long.
Well, this is like therapeutics, not a spa
Yeah.
massage.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I don't know if I
Yeah,
need
it's
a new
like I
mattress.
can I can roll my shoulders and just hear nothing but cracks and pops in the back of my shoulder blades. So I'm like, it's not ideal.
Yeah,
Nope. I'm still 5 short of 3,000.
you all heard that. Fix it. Go follow Kelly. Fix it.
I'm like, and I don't ever like to say do those, "Oh, I'm this many short" on, like, Twitter, because then you always are gonna get the people who go and unfollow you just to make it worse. Because
Fuck them
people are
people.
weird.
You know what? If that's their reaction, fuck them people. You didn't need them anyway.
Yeah,
Because if that's your reaction to someone going, "Hey, I'd like to make this milestone,"
just
then
because
they
I like round numbers.
right, like someone I that wants to work with me for a bunch of stuff. They did a Facebook post, kind of like their year in review slash, thinking about all they've accomplished, and they were just talking about like, and it made me kind of sad because their post was, "I discovered I'm no one special." Because apparently someone they really admired and really wanted to like collab with made a snarky comment to them about, well, congrats on this title, I guess, and then like unfollowed them everywhere.
What the
And it was someone they really looked up to,
but
and
why would you do that?
because people are evil. But the thing is, it was harder because I guess it was someone like they really liked and wanted to collab with in the coming year.
Mhm.
But I'm like, just because you look up to someone does not make them any better than you. And
No.
I wish people would understand that and stop putting people on pedestals.
Mhm.
Because I can tell y'all right now, anybody that's got me on a pedestal, I'm going to fail you. Not on purpose, not intentionally, but no one can ever live up to the version of someone they build up in their head.
What's that meme I shared, like, last year was, "I'm not responsible for the version of me that you created in your head."
Yep. Oh my god, I can't find a good way to hold this thing to get these scales.
And, like, these people think that we don't like, we are much harder on ourselves than they're ever going to be.
Yep.
And to have someone basically reaffirm the whole, "Oh, you say you're a professional opera singer, but, you also haven't performed anywhere in, like, 3 years, so."
Forgetting that, oh, there's a pandemic happening.
Well, I mean, opera is back, but it's really difficult right now, and, like, one of the things I've got to do
Hmm.
is just start cold emailing again to try and get an agent to hear me or to try to get a single opera company to respond to me. Because right now, it used to be like in December, everybody or a whole bunch of people would come up to New York City and hold auditions. Mm, That's not how it happens anymore because of the pandemic. And a lot of these small companies realize that they could just either work with people they know or, you know, hold auditions where they're at because unfortunately in this industry, it's people are desperate enough, they're gonna spend a ton of money to try and get a single job, even if it's a job that doesn't pay as much as they spent to get it.
That sucks.
Let's not even go into the fact that there's still pay to sings, which are predatory.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. If anyone ever gets Mogul PR reaching out to them, they are basically asking you to pay for them to do work for you.
Nope.
Because when they reached out, they were like, "Hey, we've seen what you do. We like what you do. We'd love to work with you, help you like get your profile up." And I'm like, "Okay, doesn't hurt to have other options." Um, because I've got an agent and she gets me great stuff, but why not have other options?
Mhm.
And, my first hint should have been they reached out on Instagram.
Mm.
And I was like, I don't know anything about your company. Please email me from a business address.
Mhm.
Um,
Just
and
incidentally, if someone has a business email address, please use that one and don't go try to hunt up some alternate one.
and
Just use the business
hopefully you
one.
all don't lose me, but I need to change the paint water. Um, and so they finally emailed me a couple days later, and I realized, and I asked about rates. I'm like, well, what are the rates you? And I said, what are the rates you get your clients? Like, if I say, sure, get me a gig, what are you gonna make sure I get paid? And that's when I realized they want you to pay them.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the water. I'm changing out paint water. Well, and here's the funny thing. Their bragging points were get you verified, get you get you a Wikipedia page, get you noticed in Forbes. And I was like, I've got all of that. What really can you do for me? Oh, you want me to pay you? Their lowest price point was a 3K package. 3K, 3,000 USD.
That is so predatory because you know there's going to be some like young person who thinks that's how things work.
Yep. Oh yeah. I need to do a tweet, but I also don't want to. Well, and then when you look at their page because they've got like a client list, some
Mm-hmm.
of the profiles are really like this is not even as good as a Twitter bio. And these are like probably people who had that kind of money to begin with, who basically know you need money to make money. They all look model perfect. There's no one who's like, overweight. And who knows, they may all be like doctored photos, but
I mean, there was a problem with that there were several agencies doing that to opera singers saying, "Oh yeah, no, we'll be your agent, we'll get you work, but we're going to get our percentage, which is normal for an agent. When they get
right.
you work, they get a percentage, but you also have to pay us a monthly fee." No.
Well, I believe that was also the deal for the talent agency a lot of streamers were signed up with for a while. Um, and it turned out they were paying per month to get gigs, and
Mhm.
a lot of people weren't even getting opportunities.
Yeah.
Well, they were also someone that the evil demon that we don't talk about anymore um had run into. No, I'm confusing people.
I
But
have no idea who the evil demon is. You can text me
Zombie.
later. Oh, okay.
Zombie had worked with them or
It's
had
like
some.
there's so many.
True. Well, this particular demon, Zombie, had worked with them or for them, and or had an issue with the person who was the CEO. And the CEO basically was subtweeting people who had applied to this company, to this management agency, was subtweeting and then blocking them like, "Oh, look at these people coming crawling to us after they talk shit about me," or they were making whatever the personal issue was very personal,
Mhm.
which is a incredibly unprofessional.
Incredibly.
But gleefully like subtweeting people as a CEO of a company and talking about how you're basically going to block them from opportunities. No one should Everyone should leave your agency. And I am
Mhm.
blanking on the name of it. Does anyone? Because I know, see, Tyrus. That's what it was. Tyrus. Everybody and their mother had signed up with Tyrus for a minute, and then I found out people were paying them to get jobs. Not I get a gig and you get a
Yeah, Riku.
percentage.
They reached out to me once, like, towards the beginning of when I started streaming, and I was like, "Let me look at this." "Oh, you're saying free computer parts, alright, whatever." And then you look at the a little bit better, and it's no, they just give you a discount and then expect you to take up, like, 40% of your overlay with their stuff.
Yep. I'm trying to work with
How about
Zydex,
no?
but I don't have my affiliate code or anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably actually reach out to people and see about the whole affiliate thing, but it gets a little soul crushing when it's like you see people announcing left and right all their new partnerships and everything else and people approaching them and you're like, "Okay, well,
Well, some of
I
those people
bother."
also hustle to the point where I'm like, have you no dignity? Because I don't.
Yeah.
I hustle, but and this is gonna sound terrible. At a certain point, I need to maintain my dignity.
Well, no, it's like I mean, I've told you before some of the bullshit that's gone on in opera, like, the one guy who was trying to get any female applicants and only female applicants to list their age and weight for the opera
You.
company.
Wow. Well, hopefully he's
Yep.
not there anymore.
He's not,
You heard her,
and
Riku? Their age and weight.
not in our industry technically, no, because they can do there's all sorts of loopholes you can do because you can claim, "Oh, this is when the voice develops," even if it's wrong, like, completely incorrect. There's ways to get around it. Um, just asking someone to list it on an application, all they have to do is say, "Oh, well, their voice didn't fit what we needed," and then how are you supposed to prove that it was your age or your weight that did it? Um, it's tricky. It's tricky, man.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Ugh.
I know. I'm thinking that by the time that I'm going, oh, that is too small of a brush. I think I'm gonna try to get at least the. I keep wanting to call them fins. That's not the right word. The things I'm painting now.
Fines.
Thank you.
Fines.
I want to call them fins, and I know that's not the right word. I want to get
A
all the
fin would be
spines.
singular.
Yeah. I want to
My
get
child does
these.
not have fins.
I know. But my brain just keeps filling in fin instead of
Oh,
the right
yeah.
word.
I've done that with so many things before. I'm like, "What is the word I'm looking for?" I don't know.
Or in my case, I'll remember the word not in English.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that's not what I need right now.
Oh, I mean,
Um,
Rico, if that makes your skin crawl, boy howdy. I could honestly make you just step out of it and hang it on the wall.
not make a skin suit.
Like, seriously, companies that know that they're in an area or let's say they there's very few operas where, for instance, the ethnicity of the performer of the character is important, but they exist.
Like
2 of the
Aida,
biggest yeah, 2 of the biggest well-known ones are Aida and Madame Butterfly. So how are you gonna stage a Madame Butterfly, do an all-white cast, use yellow face, and then say it was because you didn't hear any Asian performers?
because they didn't look for any.
Hmm.
Or they heard them and thought they were not Asian enough, because we've heard people say that they've been told that they are not
Mhm.
enough of their own ethnicity.
Mhm.
And that's why hashtags like our voices, our own voices have come up.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
It's like Maysoon. Maysoon when she's like, "I never got any roles in my theater degree in college," and then when she was a senior in college, they picked a play where the main character had cerebral palsy, and she was like, "Oh my god, here's my time." And she didn't get the part. It went to an able-bodied person, and she was like, "Well, why?" And they said, "Well, we're afraid that some of the things in the show would be difficult or impossible for you to do." She's like, "If I can't do them, neither can the character."
wow.
Like
Like, wait, you're gonna put on a play about okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I may need to pick up alcohol on my way back.
I mean, I was having a conversation with a performer of Japanese descent, she's Japanese American, who staged a historically accurate butterfly, and I
Mhm.
emphasis on historically accurate because one of my pet peeves is if your thing is set in a historical time period, do your flipping research and don't just do something for dramatic effect. Uh, biggest example, slight trigger warning for, uh, suicide. Uh, at the end of Madame Butterfly, she kills herself.
Yeah,
Ritual suicide.
Buddy Kitty.
Inevitably for see, but it's not.
It's
That's the
not.
problem. That's what men did, and
Oh.
that's for dramatic effect, almost every single Western production I've ever seen has her cutting across her stomach, and that's not how women did it. They did something called jigai, which is through the back of the neck because it
Okay.
left them pretty. It left them
Wow.
looking pretty. They tied their knees together, so they died in a nice manner. Um, and so she did it this way. And everybody's like, "Well, she didn't die very dramatically." Well, it was either the back of the neck or the side of the neck, you know? But either way, it was definitely not making yourself look horrific.
You left a pretty corpse, basically.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ugh.
But the big thing in the Western things is to do it the other way because there's this part right after she does it, because there's musical cues for literally everything in Puccini because the man really knew what he wanted.
Mhm.
You hear the point in the music where she does it, and then right afterwards, you hear this, don't wanna say that word, but, uh, asshat of a tenor character yelling her name off stage, and then you get the big underscoring, "Bum, bum, bum, ba, ba, da," and that's where they like to have her, like, bloody hand hit the screen, like,
Okay.
all dramatic like, and I'm like, "You can still do that if she does it the other way, y'all."
I mean, you still, especially if you're cutting the back of the neck, because, oh, I
Or
don't
the
know,
side of your neck, either one.
like there's veins and arteries.
Arteries and yeah,
Ah,
it's,
Americans. Hey, gift giver.
and, well, Europeans too, I mean, Europe, uh, Angel Blue was the first, let me see here, I'm just gonna look this up because I wanna make sure I do Angel justice because she is glorious
Hey, Meredith.
in all ways. If you ever wanna hear what it sounds like, I can't, the only way I can describe it is velvet. If you ever wanna hear what velvet sounds like, go listen to Angel Blue.
Mm.
There you go. Angel Blue had a few, firsts, but one of the biggest firsts was at Scala, Teatro alla Scala, which is one of the biggest opera companies in Italy. She was the first Black woman to sing the lead role in, I believe, 2 of their productions,
Oh,
ever,
wow.
in 2019.
Well, shit. Okay, I'm
Opera
almost.
has an ism problem.
A lot of the arts do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yay, I got 2 levels
What
on
the fuck?
Geralt.
Oh my god, the fucking Twitch app just crashed on my phone.
Fun.
That's the third
Dude,
time that's happened to me. Well, I lost all of chat, so if y'all were talking about anything interesting, I've absolutely lost it.
I try not to talk about anything interesting.
Kelly.
But on that note, now that I've got Geralt at least to level 8, I'm going to go make breakfast and take my medication so that
Wow,
I can actually
Mandy.
focus on something.
I see you, Mandy.
Riku,
Wow.
here's the thing. You know, I tell these stories and everything else, partially because kind of like Patrick Stewart with his sign at the women's rights rallies where he holds the sign up that says, "Apparently you only listen to old white men, so here's an old white man."
I couldn't see chat briefly, but
Uh,
you know what? I'll pretend I didn't see it. Carry on, Mandy.
yeah.
I saw
Um,
nothing. Carry on. I'm just gonna paint these spine things.
I don't know if you've seen that picture, Tanya, but it's just a very annoyed looking Patrick Stewart with a sign saying, "You only listen to old white men." So here's an old white man telling you that women's rights matter, you know? Um,
I'm
and
sure I have at some point.
it's great, but it's like, uh, it's one of those things where we, as you know, those of us who are white have, in my opinion, the duty to at least support and speak out when they do shit like that to um people and like thankfully we've mostly gotten, I say mostly, it's not 100% obviously. I think it's at like 70 where people don't do blackface in the opera anymore in America very often, except if you're the Metropolitan Opera and you're hiring Anna Netrebko, but I digress.
Oh, actually, before you go, I saw this in another
Mm.
Discord, and I'm curious. I'm curious as to thoughts, especially for the white folks in chat.
Hmm.
So someone shared a Twitter, and I also was annoyed because they asked it in the guise of "please educate me," so that doubly irritated me. But it was a Twitter of a self-proclaimed. I don't know if there's. They claimed they were a professional anti-racist, which already makes me kind of side-eye.
What?
They claim they're professional anti-racist. Actually, let me see if I can just find it so I read this exactly. Hold, please, as as our friend John would say. Um, okay, I see. Okay, so the tweet. Let me see if I can find it. Um, so I don't know if this guy is a white guy or not. So I'm a professional anti-racist. When I encounter Twitter racists, I usually follow them and follow up. Blocking racists is literally the opposite of anti-racism. If you're white and you block fellow whites when they show their racism, it's for your insulation, not anti-racism. And then the follow-up tweet. To be clear, when black people block racists on Twitter, it is for our own protection and self care. So this is a black dude telling white people this.
Uh,
Oh, it gets better. When white people block racists on Twitter, it is for their own comfort and peace of mind, as racists are not an actual threat to them. For avoidance of doubt, racism is actually really, really bad for white people in the long run. That's a discussion for another day. And for avoidance of doubt is such a douchey lawyer phrase. Sorry about that.
what?
Um,
Really?
And Imani Gandhi, angry black lady, like replied to the tweet, just that they're in the same. They're in the. They both went to the same law school, I guess.
Um,
Um. Do not apologize for your character, Mandy. Your character was great. So I don't know how I feel about that as a black person. One, telling other people because I don't feel like it. So at this, I guess the question is, for the white people in chat, at what point do you feel like it's your quote unquote obligation to engage with racist white people to quote unquote teach them or correct them, or is blocking them also self-care because you have no obligation to see that racist shit either.
um,
And I feel a way
mm,
about it because
um,
this is clearly a black dude, and as we know, the "oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm white" kind of people will take that as an admonishment and then take that to other white people as, well, I read this on Twitter and a black person said it.
uh, personally, I mean, I will make sure to report it. And if they are harassing one of my friends and it's okay with that friend, or even somebody who's not my friend, and I don't really know, and they're okay with it, I have no problem stepping up and being like, you know, bugger off to racists. But also, it's I find it more that being an accomplice to your friends having agency and being treated with respect and equality is the more important thing here. And if you see me constantly engaging with someone who says those things, what am I doing besides bringing more harm onto your timeline?
Well, that, but also it's this
And
idea in
also, I can't
like
teach these people. I can't teach these people. Most of these people don't want to learn.
they're
There's no
basically gonna
capability.
just call you a traitor to the white race and keep it moving, and you'll be their target.
Okay. I
I mean,
mean,
that's their usual MO is when white people engage with white racist white people. All I've
mhm.
ever seen is it turn into, well, you're a traitor to the race, and then they just become the target for the day. So I
I
don't know.
mean,
I disagree with there's an obligation to engage with and follow and try to teach. Like, I think that's a reach to say it's for your comfort when
it
if you're white
yeah.
and you block white racist people.
I still shouldn't like I shouldn't have to see, nor am I required to see people dehumanizing my friends.
Yeah, that's why I have a hard time because it's such a wide brush and wide brush stroke. Ooh, I should
I'm
think about
happy to
food.
I'm happy to stand up for my friends. I'm happy to stand in front of them if people are trying to throw things their way. You know I I'm such a pacifist, Tanya. Um,
Yes.
completely and totally. I never start any trouble. But also, by claiming that, you're taking away. Really? You have
Oh,
opinions?
hi, Scotty.
He has opinions. Hi. Oh, whoa, whoa,
Scotty as a white dog does not agree with us.
whoa. I wasn't gonna say it, but it's a funny joke. Yeah, buddy, you tell them that nobody is required to let racists think that they're relevant enough to respond to.
Well, that and if this guy is black, because as we know, the internet lies, and anyone can say other black people. But
Yeah.
I could also say that, and y'all have seen me. I'm light as fuck, so there are people who assume I'm not black.
Whatever. To me, it's just that particular statement does absolutely nothing to work on the problem at all. And again, it's not. I'm more than happy to point out to someone like that, "Hey, you're wrong. This is why you're wrong." But it's not my job to educate some 50-year-old white dude who's had these views his entire life and is not going to change.
And that's where I'm kind of stuck because any of us who've been on the internet any amount of time knows that very rarely does anyone ever change based on an internet interaction.
Mhm.
I can cite one time on Tumblr several years ago where it happened, and I'm still shocked that it happened. Years
Oh,
later.
are you done with your opinions, buddy? You're gonna go back to sleep? Okay.
He
He's
he
done with his
he's
opinions.
had his little white dog opinion. He's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I shouldn't have to see people talk about my friends like that either. But um I am going to have to duck out and go get food because it's 11:30 here and I
That's
still haven't eaten
okay.
or taken my meds.
Oh, I need to make something and get ready to walk out the door in about an hour, so I'm not going to be on much longer myself. But thanks for
Okay.
hanging out. I
What were
love
you
one Kelly.
barking at anyway? Were you, like, scared of your own butt or something?
It's Scotty. He probably was.
He has barked at his own farts before. I'm not gonna lie. Now he's just licking the air, so I think he's offended I said that to everybody.
Oh well.
But
All right.
but I will talk to you later, Tanya.
All right. Have fun witchering. Once I'm back from the chiropractor, I'll see who's on.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I don't wanna say a certain time I'm gonna be on because today is kind of a
A weird day.
day after I got back, and I'm a little bleh, but
No, I
it'll
got
happen
it.
eventually.
No, I got it.
Alright, I'll talk to you laters.
Alrighty. Bye.
Right,
Everyone say
bye.
bye to Kelly.
Bye to Kelly.
Oh my God. Um, Let me also catch up on chat. This also assumes that you meet their definition of on white, and for a large number of those races, hats on Twitter, while white ethnics don't count. You're right. Yeah, that's where my discomfort comes with the comment of basically saying when black people do this, it's fine. And I don't know. I feel like there's just an assumption of how much energy and things like that people have. So that's why I've got a bunch of discomfort around that as well. As whole tweet presupposes that you're going to increase your followers' engagement on the racist, thereby giving them a platform. I don't know, Prax. I'm just, like I said, I saw the tweet and I saw it in another Discord under basically the please educate me. like the guise of I read this, can someone make it make sense? And I'm like, I just don't have the energy to engage because I heartily disagree with the tweet, but I do not feel like explaining why I disagree with the tweet. Well, and that's the part where I just feel like I feel like that's how you get the people who come into spaces screaming and yelling about, well, you're white. Why aren't you doing more to fight the power? And why are you part of the system? And it's like, motherfucker, you white too. Did you not look in a mirror today? Like like they're trying to be one of the good white people, I guess is where. And it's not even like they come after black people. They come in and try to shame other white people for not doing enough in their estimation. And that's what irritates the absolute piss out of me. It's like, who made you the arbiter of that decision? Also, I wish people would understand that your way of living does not, should not, and will never inform the amount of engagement I want to have with fucking racists in my life. Because mine, my level of engagement is 0. Because not everybody's equipped to argue with racists on Twitter either. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Sarah, where a lot of people do that, or like the people, perfect example is the people who come into my DMs with, oh my God, did you see this thing? Or were you aware of this? And it's like, and then when you see it's them arguing with this fucking troll for hours, and I'm like, she really wanted me to see you arguing with this person. Because here's the other part that I don't think people factor in is there's an emotional aspect to dealing with this shit, and not everybody has that caliber. And that's not a judgment, that is just a statement of not everybody is equipped to be terminally online arguing with racist, nor should you be. That should not be what you are equipped to do. That should not be the expectation. Oh, damn it. I got paint on my coffee mug. And I do not have a single alcohol wipe in reach. For once. Pardon me while I look for an alcohol wipe. Oh, good. There's the jar. Oh, sorry if you got a butt. Oh, Puddle Glum, I have gotten the most weirdo ass DMs. Like, without naming names. Because they're unfortunately connected to a lot of people in the RPG industry, and I don't have the. Today is not the day to start no shit with me. But there's someone who literally made their whole internet presence about look at how racist all this shit is. Look at how bad D&D is. Look at how racist Critical Role is. But they sure as fuck were all up in Matt's face at a recent convention, posting photos, talking about how glad they were to meet him and get his guidance. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And they're not white, but they sure thrive on that. So it's not even it's not even white people who do that. It is POC. There are some POC who their whole existence is I'm gonna fight Whitey. Look at me. Right, like who the fuck is a professional anti-racist? Oh, this same person, Prex, was in my DMs telling me I had to watch a video by this angry white dude who was super mad and said his career was over in RPGs because of a mutual friend of ours who they were very happy to throw under the bus um, for this white dude who all he missed having in his little video was a crystal skull. If he wasn't like the fucking MRA prototype to be an MRA prototype, I will DM you. But it was not great. And they sure were in my face at PAX Unplugged, not this year, but last year. And almost got hired. Well, hey Lamia. They were sure trying to get hired on Motherlands as an artist, and I have never said no to something so fast in my life. 'Cause absolutely the fuck not. Thanks for your resub, Lamia. Almost 2 years. Holy shit. But yeah, there was a whole lot of. I'm sorry, you think that you're gonna actually work on this game after the way that you threw people under the bus? I think not. Sorry, I'm trying to get these spiky bits. Hey, Ren. Um, but I do have to start thinking about winding down because I do have a chiropractor appointment and I need to walk out the door in about an hour. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, they tried to be in the other person's face that they threw under the bus years ago. And I'm like, I may not have the best memory, but shit like that I do not forget. You do not get to throw people under the bus and then act like you ain't did shit years later. Absolutely not. Um, I am the living embodiment of Pepperidge Farm remembers. Exactly, Riku. Look, Zero, I ain't got a good memory, but there's some shit I ain't gonna ever forget. And that may be petty, but ask me if I care one bit. And I realized I'm leaning again. I don't know why I'm leaning. There's just some shit I cannot and will not let go. Like there's people who absolutely have acted entire ass. I know they've acted entire ass and told people various shit about me, but sure did turn around and fill out my form to possibly join me on panels at PAX East. And I was like, are you for real right now? Did you actually fill out this form? Wow. The lack of self-awareness. Hey, Chrissy. What is that clip, Mandy? Since I'm looking at chat on my phone, I honestly can't. I all I see is the link. Yo, Riku, can I tell you the level of disrespect a lot of people have shown me in the last year, but then act like everything's totally fine, and I'm the weirdo. Hmm. Ah, thank you. Mandy, I appreciate you. I don't know if I tell you often enough. Alright, let me do a little bit more on the head. And then actually, let me get that part. Because I don't know what color I want to make the horns, if the horns should stand out. Because I forgot I missed a spot that should have been silver on the head. So I need to pour more silver. Or just use it out the bottle. Dry brushing, that's going to be fun. Oh, I missed the whole side of this one. Wow, go me. Alright. Enjoy. I'm going to try to get this much done before I really got to dip and have something to eat before my chiro appointment. Because I need an adjustment. Badly. I may stream this evening and do more on the minis. It depends on where I am work-wise. Because like I said, I think I may need to go sit in the dining room with my laptop. Or maybe even the living room with like music on. But what I need is actually on the computer in here, so it's a kind of, do I spend all this time transferring files so I can work on another location? Oh, I appreciate you, Mandy. I miss your face. Please give Susie a boop. Because she is the goodest girl. I've missed photos of Susie just kind of staring at you balefully while you do work. Does she still do that? Or you just turn around and suddenly there's a Susie? There you go. Wow, I was talking and totally fucking missed. Hey Raven, how are you? Welcome on in. Hope you had a good holiday or good weekend as it were. How are you, Raven? Hey Gilb, how's the new job going? Alright, let me just dip right in the paint pot at this point rather than pouring more out. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope you are not too badly down with it. Even better. More money is always good. Raven, you've got RPG stuff coming up too soon, yeah? I feel like you do, or maybe I'm misremembering. I'm thinking about last year. Oh, what is it? Tell us. I'm nosy. Well, if you can tell us. Can I get a shout out for Raven, please? Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to get this part done before I absolutely have to leave or stop and make a sandwich. Oh, nice. Just because is a charity. Uh, what system is that? I don't think I've heard of Cyborg. There's a built-in one, but I don't know how I like it, Mandy. Because it just says shout out given to person, not what they were playing, not what they were last doing. Um, It's just like shout out, and I'm like, well, what does the person stream? What do they do? Oh, nice. Is it like a D20 system, dice pool? Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do once Rivals is over. One, I'm sure it'll be a terrible emotional crash because that's 5 years of my life, y'all. Yeah, I don't think I have any of the Mork Borg stuff. I've heard of it, but I don't have any of it. Yeah. Um, well, that and this is gonna sound terrible and melancholy, but um, other than charity games, no one has asked me to do anything. So I have no RPG stuff happening once Rivals is over. Granted, that's not going to be till June, but yeah, once Rivals is over, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, we were actually talking about that a bit, Raven, with um people that were like like the tagging folks and going, "Oh my God, I'd so love to play in a game with you," and stuff like that, but then nothing actually comes of it. Like it feels like people are tagging to be seen versus actually meaning it, if that makes sense. Well, I not even the like tagging people. I mean like the shoot your shot tags and the oh my God, I would like your dream table, and it's like, but then there's no follow up. And it's like, well, you tagged me, you said X, so were you ever going to actually message me? Yep. Or I got tagged a lot in those buy MPOC shoot your shot tweets. Nary a fucking game has come out of those. Hey Randall, how are you? For those that missed it, I got a chance to hang out with Randall and talk Dragon Age while he sketched Fenris. Oh, thanks, Maple. Well, like, I even went so far as to put together a form and said, okay, you said you want to play at a table with me. Why? And some of those responses were basically people had no plan. They were just like, I just want to play in a game. And I'm like, okay, cool. What's your plan beyond that? Is this the same silver? Yeah, and I was just like, thanks. Now what? Oh, I had the one I need right in front of me. Good lord. Um, well, and Zero and I have talked about this. I think Zero left already though. Um, the whole I want to work with you, but basically I want to show up after you've done all the work kind of thing, where it's like, oh, you're doing a game? I'd love to join, but I don't want to do any of the actual work. Like I want to show up and reap the benefit. I mean, that could be part of it too, but I just feel like there's a lot of, oh, you've done all the work, you've got the game, you've got the table set. Oh, it'd be really dope if I could join you. And it's like, yeah, it would, but you didn't ask when I was actually doing the work. So, sucks to be you. I don't know. I'm also trying not to be increasingly bitter about the space in general, but it's been really hard. After two bad experiences with one of those uh, basically pay to DM celebrity DM things, um, I'm just really not feeling any of that shit. No, it's not just you, Cherry. That makes sense. Cherney, sorry, I misread your name. Sorry about that. Um, no, I would have an idea. I would have some kind of idea before I tag people or go, "Oh my God, I love to play at a table with you," but then you literally have zero idea of what you want to do. But there are plenty of people like that where it's like, and and Raven, I don't know how you feel about this, but I noticed a lot of those people that were like, "Oh my God, we don't have enough BIPOC in the space," and stuff like that. They sure were tagging Critical Role and Matt Mercer a lot. And I'm like, "Oh, I thought we needed more BIPOC." Oh, I see how this goes. And I'm a terrible person. Part of me really wanted to reply to some people like, "You can't act your way out of a paper bag, but yet you think you're going to be on Critical Role." Well, these folks are professional voice actors. I didn't say it, but I sure thought it. Maybe because I'm a terrible human being at the end of the day. Mandy. I mean, but the people who like, are like, "Oh my God, I would love to be on Critical Role," and it's like they've done one charity stream where they sat there like a wooden fucking board the whole time. And it's like, you didn't even try to RP in this one game. One, but they also had no date of what they wanted to do because I was like, give me dates. Like, I just love to be in a charity game with you. And then in the when part, they're like, as soon as possible. And it's like, so are you putting on a charity game? Lauren, hello. Welcome in. How are you? One of my other favorite humans, who I've not shared a table with in far too long. Speaking of sharing tables. Um, but no, it's like the people who have zero charisma or energy at the table, thinking that they should get to play with other people. Do it. You should absolutely do it, Prax. Well, also, it's just like, but then also that puts the onus on the person you tagged, then go, oh, is that so? Now I've got to reach out. And it's like you're basically putting the onus on this person you'd love to collab with. You're putting the onus to reach out on them. Oh, you're doing this tomorrow, Prax, I see. This water's very pretty. I'm glad I can tell that it's oily, though. Otherwise, I would absolutely accidentally drink it. I don't know where these little hairs are coming from on this piece. So, Cherney has a question. Assuming that the bare minimum is there and you get invited to a table you don't know, what is the question you have? Who's the DM? Who else is at the table? When is our session 0? And when do I get something? How can I get you my lines and veils? And if you cannot answer those questions, that is my red flag. If you don't believe in lines and veils, you don't believe in safety, then yeah, that's a big red flag for me. Hey, brother. I mean, even for charity games like Prax asked for lines and veils. We were playing for 3 hours, and not everyone knew each other. And I think at bare minimum, you should ask for that. I don't care if you're playing for 3 months, 3 years, 3 hours. You should ask for that kind of thing. Because you never know what is a trigger. And when I say trigger, I mean it in the medical definition sense. Um, you don't know what could be a trigger for someone. Like for me, I'm scared of spiders. I mean, my arachnophobia is not so bad that if someone mentions a spider, I'm gonna like flee the room. But if you go on and on about a scene with giant fucking spiders or something, I probably will be like, I'm done here, goodbye. So, Ren, lines and veils are, and maybe, I don't know, Lauren, if you feel like it or can chime in, since you do a lot for your games as well, or anyone else who runs games. So, Ren, a line would be, let's say me, you, Pirate, and a couple other people were doing a game, charity game, what have you. And I said, absolutely not, no romance between PC and NPC. It's like an NPC can't flirt with me or try to have anything happening. That would be a line. Like, absolutely not, do not want. If this happens, fade to black. No. A veil would be, I'm cool with this to a point, but when we get to a certain point, like, let's say, let's use the romance again. If it comes down to undressing any ERP, erotic roleplay, we're done here. It stops at that. Like, we found that one of my lines got hit during Motherlands when we faced a swarm of creatures, and I was like, nope. Right. But you did that. Some people don't do that much prax. There's some people who go, oh, it's a one shot. No one gives a shit. I give a shit. I absolutely care. But too many people don't care about that. But they don't do it for long running games. Like they're about to launch a whole game and don't think about this kind of stuff. They don't care. Hey, DC. But you're still doing it, and note, this does not apply simply to stream games. You should do this for any game you are in. DMing, not DMing as a player, and especially if you're asked to join a game as a guest, anything else, um, ask for lines and veils, or ask, I would hope nobody would join a game without knowing who was at the table, without looking into it. Because I've learned my lesson. I guessed it on a stream and I absolutely hated it. And it was very clear the DM wanted to railroad the story in the direction he wanted. There was some stuff that came up where I was not asked about it. It was thrown at me and I hated it. Hey, Dar. And I was like, I hate all of you by the time this was over. Because it was a theme of motherhood and other stuff that the DM absolutely did not ask me if I was okay with. And you can tell looking at the VOD, I am absolutely miserable. Because it was like, oh, you're this person's mother. And I was like, what? We did not discuss this. Also, we could not have looked more, we could not have looked less alike in character description or actual people playing the roles. Oh, Maple, you can see the look on my face when it happens. And I was even more irritated because that game was when we were filming for Game Changer, the documentary. I had rushed home after a full day of filming in Chicago winter after being in makeup under hot lights all day, and I was just like, I rushed home for this bullshit. Yeah. And I was just like, no one told me that this was happening. I hate this. Ooh, uh-huh. That's why I don't talk to them people anymore. I will never guest on their show again. And there is a non-zero chance. Well, it was a one shot and I was coming into an established show, but that shouldn't have made a difference, you know? That should not have been a thing at all. That should have made a bit of difference. Hey, Leaf. Oh, it's not okay. And I am never going to go back to that show should they ever ask. All right, let's get these horns and then for real we're going to start winding down. Well, that and I was just like, "What?" Leaf, hello. Right, and I knew I was a guest. My character was only going to be on there twice. That to me that's what made it even more egregious where I'm like, "Did you just okay, I'm just going to go." Yeah, but if you ever go back and look at the VOD, I mean, it's over a year old. Alright, I'm trying to trim this because I can see where there's a couple loose hairs. Okay. Well, and I think there's also, since Raven said they would DM, there's also a difference in reaching out to someone cold and someone you already know and have a rapport with going, "Hey, got an idea." There is a difference. But some people also like I'm gonna guest on a podcast next month. Or yeah, next month. And and they just flat out said, "Hey, we've only interacted via Twitter, but here's what I do. Here's our show. I'd love it if you could join this podcast for an episode specific to topic." And they had dates in mind. They knew exactly what time the podcast would record. So something like that where it's like you use my business email, you're like, "Hey, we only have limited interactions." But like if Mandy, Raven, Zero, someone who I know says, "Hey, thinking of doing a charity thing or I'm thinking of put together a show, would you be interested if?" And like even panels I started asking who's on the panel, who's at the table. I don't know if Brian Cortillo is still here because I know he's probably gone back to work today as well. But like When I panel, that's why if anyone wants, I don't know if you can easily grab it, but like even the form I put together for panels, I want to make I have a field. Is there anyone you do not want to panel with? And I can make that decision based on, are you okay with this person? All right, bye Raven. I hope you feel better soon. Please let me know if you need anything, because the Rona sucks. And I know when B Dave caught it amongst everyone else who got it after Gen Con, he was sleeping like 18 hours a day. You too, be kind to you too. Thank you. Please get sleeps. I hope they're good sleeps. Yeah, B Dave was sleeping like 16, 18 hours a day. Me, I was like, I just feel like I have a bad cold for a couple days. And Lauren, I'm pretty sure I owe you and V a couple emails before I leave the house, which is the other reason I'm trying to kind of wind down. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't have any sense of smell issues. Like I said, had Latia not messaged me and said, hey, take a test, I just tested positive, I wouldn't have thought I had it. I would have seriously thought I just had a bad cold. Which is why the people are like, oh, I've just got the sniffles, I'm fine. I'm like, take a fucking test. Now, I freely admit that when I'm outdoors, I've been a little lax. It's also been too cold to not have your face covered regardless here in Chicago. No worries. I know, well, I emailed V and I realized it was over holiday break, but I think I told you I have a possible jury duty summons that would affect a specific thing. It all depends on whether or not I actually have to go. It has been very windy. I actually found a 3D print file for that meme fox, where it's just the meme fox trying to like walk against the wind. And it looks like it'd be like a 20-minute print, if that. Because it's a very small friendo. Yeah, well, the TLDR is that I can try and get out of it altogether, or I can. The instructions say I'm a standby juror and to call the day before and see if I still have to go. But that's cutting it very close for other things. There's also the fact that there's a potential trip to LA. Yeah, it's really just kind of one of those great of all the times that I've escaped jury duty. Now is when you try to bring me in. Thanks. I have lived almost to 50 years old and not had jury duty till now. Yeah, but a fun start to the year. I cannot wait. I'll be very glad once it's Friday at 12 Pacific so I can stop being vague. Okay, I just looked at the time. For real, I need to put this down because I should grab some kind of snack before I leave the house. And then go to the chiropractor and be reshaped for an hour and a half. No. It is my first jury summon, Sleazy. Like, ever. And the part I hate, it's in the fucking suburbs. It's not even, like, in Chicago proper. That's the other thing I hate. That I will have to get up early, spend about $40 to get there, because there's no public transit way to easily get to the courthouse in Skokie. You're welcome, Rex. I'll be interested if you find one and go, Ren, because every time I've mentioned the chiropractor to anyone from the UK, I get a lecture on how they are quacks and frauds. Oh, you're in Skokie, Cherney? Hey, Firefly. Well, that's if I have to go. I'm hoping to not have to go because it interferes with a thing that has been scheduled for a couple months. Also, I don't have a car, and I'm pretty sure the yellow line is not running as early as I'd need it to be to get there. I just got gold paint all over me. I literally just flicked gold paint all over me and my glasses. And my shirt and my hair. Y'all. Luckily it didn't get on my glasses, but I need to put on contacts. That's what I need to do. Yeah, my method of pulling that little stem out is not the best. Let me see if any of this is. Well, so my prescription has changed. Cause thanks staring at computers for for hours a day, 3 years in a row. Um, but I now need different contacts, and they gave me dailies to try. And so I'm also having a weirdly hard time with contacts I would throw away at the end of wearing them per day. I am sparkly. Well, at least for me, there is no easy way to get to. I can get to the yellow line, but I don't know if the yellow line runs that early into Skokie, because I'd have to be there by 9 a.m. Sorry, I'm trying to get the paint off my shirt, because that's the kind of day I'm having. Yeah, let's see who's on. I don't know if Luke is still on. Taking photos for the internets. I have to remember to move my phone charger when I get back. Alright, let me move to my desk. And let's see who's live to throw a raid to. Oh, DJ's on. Yay. Tech is on. Luke is still on. Toph is on. Well, no, I could easily get the red to Howard. I'm not far from a red line station. It's the Skokie part that's the issue. It's not getting to Howard, it's the Skokie part. Um, Thank you. I may go on later. Remember, Eugenio's back and Kelly's going to be on later. She did not give an exact time. I'm trying to see who else is on that we don't normally get to raid over it. C&E Games is on. What are they doing? Let's see. Blacktastic Zombies playing Binding of Isaac, which I always find kind of disgusting. Do you want to go raid Mars? Oh, well, never mind. Let's try DJ. He is doing. Oh, no worries, brother. I will probably be back. DJ is doing Grand Theft Auto 5 RP. If you are a sub, use a creative emote. If you're not a sub, use whatever hi howdy emote you have. Let me open a window so I don't lose this. Apparently DJ is mugging somebody in GTA RP. So let's go see what he's up to beside mugging folks. And we'll see what he's up to, and I will catch you all probably in Eugenio's stream if I don't come back and do more work on Jormungandr. Later, y'all.